You walk into a pet store and see them, tiny, unassuming, and labeled as great algae eaters. The common Pleco, a fish that seems like the perfect low-maintenance tank addition. But what if I told you that tiny fish is actually a ticking time bomb? Most fish keepers expect their fish to live a few years, maybe 5 if they're lucky. But your common Pleco? This guy can live up to 15 years if properly cared for. That's a decade and a half of cleaning up after a living vacuum cleaner. Are you ready for that commitment? The number one mistake? People buy them as tiny, adorable little algae eaters. But here's the truth, they don't stay tiny. A full-grown Pleco can reach up to 15 inches in captivity and in the wild, a monstrous 24 inches. That's the size of a whole pizza. Here's where it gets even trickier. As juveniles, they can survive in a 30-gallon tank. But once they start growing, and trust me they will, you'll need a minimum of 75 to 80 gallons. Want your Pleco to actually thrive? We're talking at least 150 gallons. That's an entire indoor pond. Think these guys are indestructible? Not quite. While they're adaptable, their ideal water parameters are temperature 72 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, pH 6.5 to 7.5, and water hardness up to 25 degrees general hardness. Fail to maintain stability, and your Pleco could suffer from ick, dropsy, or fungal infections. Want to keep your Pleco happy? Give them what they'd have in the wild. Fine sand substrate is ideal, as sharp gravel can injure their soft underbelly. Live plants provide cover, caves are a must, and driftwood isn't just for decoration, it's a critical food source. Plecos graze on wood for fiber, so skipping this step is a recipe for disaster. Biggest myth in the fish keeping world? Plecos survive on algae alone. Wrong, dead wrong. If all you're feeding them is tank algae, you're slowly starving them. These guys need a mix of veggies like zucchini, lettuce, and peas, and protein-rich snacks like bloodworms, crustaceans, and sinking pellets. A well-fed Pleco is a healthy Pleco. Think your Pleco will be a peaceful tankmate, not so fast. When they're young, they're chill, but as adults, they get territorial. And guess what they love latching onto? Slow-moving, flat-bodied fish like discus and angelfish. They will literally suck the slime coat off other fish. If you want tank mates, go for larger semi-aggressive fish like Oscars or cichlids. Let's talk waste. A full-grown Pleco is a poop factory. These guys produce massive amounts of waste, meaning your regular filter isn't gonna cut it. Overfiltration is the way to go. Get yourself a powerful canister filter like the Fluval FX4 and do weekly 30% water changes unless you want your tank turning into a toxic swamp. Thinking of breeding common Plecos? Let me save you some time. It's nearly impossible in a home aquarium. They need around 300 gallons and they're highly territorial, meaning they're more likely to fight than breed. Breeding is best left to the pros with massive breeding tanks. So, should you get a common Pleco? If you have the space, the filtration, and the commitment to care for a massive, long-lived fish, then yes. But if you're just looking for a small algae eater, there are way better options out there. Do your research before you buy, or you might end up with a fish that's too big for your tank and too much to handle. There you have it. Did you enjoy our quick fish care guide? Please help us commenting common Pleco, like and subscribe. Don't forget to stop by aquariumsource.com to learn more. What other fish you would like to learn about?